superlatives for Justen Close with the way he's been playing?
We've said it all. Just let him go. Let him keep playing.
Is that your philosophy with goalies? Stay out of the way, let them do what they do?
Let them do what they do.
Just looking at Mason Nevers' play since he came back from the injury and then where he's at now. What's impressed you about him?
He's back. And that's what impresses me. It was kind of crazy that, what he went through on his injury. I can tell you, as his coach, for a long stretch after, that wasn't the Mason Nevers we knew. And I've seen it a few times in my career. And then the holiday break came, and then even now as we've climbed, late January, February, we're seeing Mason how we saw him play a year ago so many times. And those doggone injuries sometimes we can't control them. They come up, and what these guys go through behind the scenes is real. And the good thing is he's in a great spot, and he looks like the Mason Nevers that we know, and he's on top of it.
Seems like his leadership is showing too.
He's got heart. He's all heart. He's all for this program. It's great.
Look at how you're building towards the end here. Obviously, the run you're on, the wins piling up. How important is that to have a team feeling confident in themselves as the end of the season and tournaments are just around the corner after rebuilding and resetting from the start of the year and pushing?
Well, it's two answers to that. One is we got to keep it going. We're getting to a level, we're attaining a level that we knew was there, and it's been evident. But now we got to keep it there. So how important it was? I mean, that's what you work for, and it was real simple. With what we went through the first half and the what we had to replace, you just can't, in October go, boy, it's replaced. Faber, Johnson, Lacombe, Nyes, and Cooley did their thing. Well, now we had to replace that, and it took some time, and that was normal. That's the rebuilding process or the reloading process, and it took some time. And now, like we're talking about Cal Thomas and Chesley and Renzel and Mikey Kester and Luke Middlestat. I mean, they're playing at as high a level as a decor as what we saw a year ago, but it took a while to get there. And it was just an example. So is it important? Yes. What's more important is we sustain it.
How proud are you that this group has been able to build to where they are today? I'm really proud of this group. They're great to be around. Like they, and part of it is what in the first half is we were banged up and we were learning, but nothing got away from us. It did to you all. I mean, you all thought it was falling, but we never got away. We kept getting better, and we knew that in here. But we had to protect them from you, But and a kind of truth to that sometimes. But that's what happens in our program. We lost 2 games once. Oh my God. Like, Jess couldn't have had us in the ditch more. So good. I can beat up on him today.
I can take it. Bob, you talk about Justin's demeanor on the ice and how it kind of matches what we see in here. Just a calm guy. Rhett Pitlick to me almost seems to be the opposite. He's the calmest, coolest guy when we talk to him here, and on the ice, just seems like a different animal. How do you manage that split personality with him? I guess
he's calm and cool. There's no question, and it is getting starting to fire once in a while with him because the talent level is crazy, and to watch his confidence when it's going well, it's. That's a cool thing, and there's things you have to do during the week that get you ready for that, and he's learning that as he goes.
knowing his dad, knowing his brother, I mean, how much of that do you see kind of carrying on the family tradition of two guys that have been pretty successful?
Well, one, pretty good genes. There's, and mom too. Good genetics there, and they work extremely hard. I mean, they've always, even from, their skill development and their training from young players. There's a reason they're that good. Genetics and work. They're not short of that.
You had a couple of calls that went the other way when you were playing in Wisconsin. It seems like there's been some questions raised about the consistency of what is goalie interference, what isn't. Have you gotten any kind of direction that way from the Big Ten or from the NCAA about how the rules play out?
It's confusing. Direction. I just know, we happen to be hockey, and so when you talk to hockey people, and people that are do this for a living, whether you're a National Hockey League player or been around the game, we're all pretty consistent. We kind of get it. We wish we could get a little more consistent on the other side, but it's hard. But yeah, well, there's a lot of confusion out there. There's no question. We can't worry about it. It's over. We got to move on. And, away we go.
What would you like to take from that Penn State series moving into your final road series against Notre Dame?
Well, I got to change your question a tad, because I like how we've been playing for a month and a half, just not one series. That we've been building to what we've been doing right now, and we want to sustain it. And we, and there's no question, this is the time of year practice gets old. We have such a long season. We got to get to the games. We got to keep our foot on the gas pedal. One more week, and the break will come at a good time. There'll be one last where we can step away, recharge the battery as we push toward playoffs. But we've got to we got to keep our foot pressed down on the pedal right now. And that's the challenge and to our leadership group and our coaching staff. It's, march forward.
Going into the holiday break, there's a lot of talk about the idea of emptying the tank, that you've got some time off coming up. You only have a week off now, a bye week, but do you do kind of the same idea that we've got some rest coming up?
Absolutely. And we're fine. We're not. It's sometimes a mental drag sometimes where you just need a couple days off. We just come at a great time. Coaches love it. Have a little break once in a while. We all do. And we've been going straight through. But we got 1 week to go. We got to get to South Bend and keep this thing going.
You talk about shielding the players from the media, whether it's good or bad. Now you've got, the X is where everybody wants to see you guys. Do you have to kind of shield them from all those outside expectations?
I kind of kid. We don't really shield.
I know.
You try to shield anyone with social media now and what you have. We're grounded. We've got a group now. 3 years ago we didn't punch our ticket. The last 2 we have. So we've got to draw on that experience. And this is it's a new year, we got to get in the tournament first, Jim. And we're building our book that looks good today, but we won't have media next Wednesday, but I hope next Wednesday we're saying the same thing, that our book continues to build, because the whole thing is get in that tournament and be playing your best hockey at the end of the year. And that's all we're trying to do. Our guys feel good about where they're at. They're very close, great camaraderie. They're excited.
The way it's been consistent with everything that's been going on the last several weeks.
Yeah, I think it's important. I think routines are important for all athletes, and I think we've been getting in a good groove lately, and learning from our mistakes and keeping building on those. So yeah, the last few weeks have been good, steady growth, and we're looking to keep doing that.
Did you go into that last weekend thinking you'd have 66 shots against Penn State, and none got by you, I guess.
I knew I was going to get some shots. Penn State likes to shoot the pucks, so you're always ready for that. But you never know. Games, things happen. A couple posts get hit that could go the other way, so you never know what's going to happen. But definitely fortunate.
I want to tread closely on jinxing, which I don't buy into.
Yeah.
You're on the verge of something pretty special. Do you think? I know you don't. It's not occupying the front of your mind, but just.
You can say it if you want.
Okay. Had pictures yelling at me about things like
No.
that. A lot of great goalies have come through here, and your name is up with them now with the chance to pass them. What does that mean to you in terms of the shutout record?
It's not something I'm thinking about a lot. It's definitely pretty wild to me. Very fortunate to play for this program, and think back the last few years, I played with a lot of good players on a couple of good teams, and right place, right time, I guess.